A warning shot at some workers after employees staged a walkout over Dave Chappelle's specials on the platform. The streaming giant publishing an update to its corporate culture memo for the first time in nearly 5 years, making it clear that the streamer will not censor specific artists or voices, even if employees consider the content to be harmful. And it gives them this ultimatum, quote, "If you'd find it hard to support our content breadth, Netflix may not be the best place for you." Ooh. I'm going to start with Emily, and because of your legal background, I know you have a legal background too, I'll get to you. Talk to me about freedom of speech within companies, right? Because Dave Chappelle has freedom of speech, the employees have freedom of speech. You know, I mean, are there any hooks here that help Netflix to be so bold?
Well, short of a government employer, then your right to absolute free speech is definitely circumscribed in a private employer situation. But I think what's interesting here is that the position that Netflix is taking is they're taking a bit of separation from the content. So they're taking the same position that social media platforms did when people tried to have them be held accountable for the content, which was them saying, look, our audience is diverse, our content has a diverse breadth, and therefore love it or leave it, right? But they're not saying that they agree with or subscribe to something specific within it. They're just saying we host it. And I think what we've seen is a pressure coming from two places. One, woke employees, and the other from public pressure. We've seen obviously everything from Dukes of Hazzard to Paw Patrol to the Golden Globes in some way, form, or another make decisions or cancel altogether certain aspects of how they're run due to those two forces of pressure. But I love that Netflix is saying love it or leave it, and especially because it's to those woke employees who, with the power of the keyboard, think that they're some type of actual activist when really they're just probably Generation Z annoying avocado toast eating snowflake.
Hey, I like avocado.
I like avocado.
But you're not Z.
Tyrus, I wanted to ask you if you think this is similar to Spotify with Joe Rogan, and are you surprised that Netflix is backing Chappelle so heavily?
I'm not surprised at all, because that's why I was like, finally, I was about to cancel my Netflix subscription. This right here, I'm going to keep it a while for one good reason. Here's the deal. The American people spoke, and you know how they did? They started canceling subscriptions. Nobody wanted any more woke documentaries of how bad we are and how great some individual is, or some fake story of victimism, how they survive somebody not waving to them every morning. So it was amazing, and Netflix was like, wow, we're losing money in subscriptions. And then the one old white man in the back smoking a cigarette still going, well, you took all the good movies away. Of course they're leaving. They're like, you know what, Johnson, about time you spoke again. So we're going to start doing movies again and not make it about woke feelings. And that's what this is all about. And I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a dude who watches a lot of TV.
Okay, I want the two of you to answer this quickly. You can fight over the answer. Is it what Tyree says, or is it that Netflix, A, increased their prices, and B, you have so many other platforms, Hulu, Apple, Amazon Prime?
You want to know from me? I'll go first, Jesse.
Go ahead, Janine.
Here's the thing. Once they said, if the Netflix may not be the place for you, I did what he did. I went, yes. You know what? Now I'm keeping my subscription. I know the prices went up. I know there's competition, but I'm sick and tired of the wusses, and you know what I call them when I'm not on television.
Oh yes,
I'm sick of them. All right, and that's all I have to say.
I think this is a shift in corporate posture towards the mob. You saw what happened at Disney. They stepped in it big time. You've seen what's happened with other companies that get involved in the culture war. I think Major League Baseball got rocked out of Atlanta and they went over there. They don't want to deal with this anymore. They want to be like Jordan. Remember Jordan? Republicans buy sneakers too. Exactly. Stay neutral. Be Switzerland if you're a Fortune 500 company. You can deal with the internal HR situation internally. You don't have to showcase how woke you are to the world. Look what happened with Black Lives Matter. They just spent, millions of dollars paying off that charity. Look what happened to the money. It got stolen. I think they're waking up.
You know what? Forget about Switzerland. Be American. First Amendment. Free speech. I'm done.
Okay.
And I like those serial killer programs.